Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Business, and doing another video on Ranked Season 2. This was actually a pretty good stretch of games that I had in the Fusso. I think I won, it's either 6 out of 7 or 7 out of 8, something like that, and got me to rank 10. And I've been using the Amagi, throwing in a little bit of the Turpits in there now too. Very little success with that, at least as a team. Individually, I've had incredible results with both the Amagi and the Turpits, and I'll go over that in a moment. But first things first, show off some of this beautiful Fuso firepower. Booyah! We had moved into the southern cap, of course, and I was trying to get my team to move up north and engage the remaining ships. As you can see, we've taken care of a destroyer and 2 cruisers, now 3. I left the Omaha up for my cruisers that are just off to my left. I wanted them to go ahead and focus on him and kill him while I used my cannons to engage a heavier target. So it's a lot of times, in the match, I'll switch targets and engage the next heaviest target if something like that just happened, where landed a couple citadels on a cruiser. But it just kind of depends on the situation. Honestly, literally everything that happens in ranked, I mean, it's even more situation dependent than it is in a random battle. And you can see doing really good damage here against multiple ships. And right now what I'm trying to focus upon here is making sure that I'm the target. Since I have the heal ability, I've got a larger health pool, I'm more durable than my cruisers and the destroyers, and I have no problem leading a charge if it puts us in a better position to for the other ships to engage. And you'd be surprised if you're around a couple of destroyers and you're in the battleship. If you're moving ahead and you can get those destroyers to move up with you, the opportunities that are created there, I mean, you've seen this in other videos. Oh man, you can really clear out a team really fast. It's okay to sacrifice a ship, so long as, honestly, I this is my opinion, of course, but in ranked, the most important ships are destroyers, and you need them to survive as long as possible, to have as many opportunities as possible to get those torps out, to either inflict their maximum possible damage or to keep them away from caps. You're controlling areas with the torpedo spreads. So that's the way I try to see it, and that's the basic focus of all of my engagement, is to try to knock out the enemy's destroyers as soon as I can. Of course, it just depends on the situation. Obviously, if there's an opportunity that arises for me to nuke a cruiser or a battleship, hell yeah, I'm gonna take it. And like that salvo, for instance, really wish that one would have worked, but I do make up for it. Now, I did start out at rank 15, and at this point, things are starting to roll with the Fuso. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I didn't feel so good about the Cleveland and the Murmansk. Honestly, I did pretty good damage with those, around 60,000 or so average with the 2 of them. But with the Fuso, I was doing 86 and per match, and that's a big difference, and that's a tangible difference, because that means there's a lot more ability for my team to win. And say goodnight to the Murmansk. So I was just waiting for him to do that, and he was focused on another target. But the battleships work better for me. And actually, check this out. About 20 kilometers out from that Ognavoy, I don't know how the hell to say it. It's a Russian. Who cares? It's Russian DD. And I kind of wish I had HE loaded for this, because I would have done more damage. But even getting one hit from that range, like, I'm getting a little better at leading these super fast destroyers on the Russian line. But Still, it just always comes down to dispersion. This match was really interesting. I had been pushed away from the middle there because these destroyers had been sending torps up, and we kind of just... I wasn't able to move in and lost track inside of them. And it turns out they're, a few sectors away and engaging one of our other destroyers who obviously just was killed. Failed miserably on that salvo there against the, I think the Königsberg, and I just speeded up a bit to, my whole point with this part here was I was trying to shoot the gap real fast, get around this island, and make it around to engage their battleship. The problem was the destroyers came after me, so this was what I was trying to beat, and unfortunately going 24, 25 knots, the max speed for the Fusso, you're certainly at a disadvantage if you're trying to get somewhere quickly ahead of these fast destroyers. And I saw this as being the only chance for us to have a victory. There's an enemy New Mexico that's still alive, along with the... I do think it's a Königsberg, yeah, and a Murmansk, and then 2 destroyers. We just have me, and we have a New York on our team, as well as a destroyer as well. I think he's in a Mitsuki, but I get a good salvo here. I'm just trying to get this guy knocked out as fast as I can. Luckily his turrets aren't facing me, and we seal the deal. Now the Murmansk is trying to light me on fire, and this guy's catching up pretty quick. I mean, look at that. I'm like, oh shit. And the thing is, though, this is the best possible scenario to have when you're facing a destroyer. And I wish I had this salvo back. Just I launched my my scout plane to give me a better view, and how does that even happen, man? But this is the best possible scenario where you're being chased from or by a destroyer, because it gives you the best chance to be able to dodge, and you're dictating the engagement as best as you can. And I see that he's getting really close to my secondary range, so I go a bit to my starboard side to try to help and I actually slow down a little bit and then speed it back up so he can catch up and my secondary guns can start firing at him. Not sure if that's the wisest move, but at this point I was just trying to make something happen and managed to get him, so yay. And I'm still suffering a little bit from the enemy cruisers and the destroyer as well. I think he's still shooting at me. Trying to split my attention here between the torpedoes coming in and the various shells as well. Know he's going to start moving. I do a ripple salvo, all the turrets, just kind of try to saturate the area. And that works out. Hell yes. So now that just gave us the lead, and we're trying to cap one of the other zones here, and this guy's still alive. Gotta put an end to him, but then dispersion kicks in again. Watch this. Like, come on, man. Overpens just for days. It's either massive huge hits with citadels or overpens. There's pretty much like no in between, unfortunately. And we ended up winning this. I think our Matsuki gets the kill that finishes the guy off. I just wanted to make sure that he stayed alive, and there we go. Actually, I think it was the New York that got him, but yeah, that was a pretty interesting match. Really ended up entirely different from what I had initially expected. And good dodge there by the destroyer, although technically it wasn't a dodge. He just ran into the torpedoes before they were activated in their proper range. So sent the salvo off to the enemy Nuremberg at the start of this match. And let's take a look at how these shells came in. Alright, so he's pretty much out of the match, just like that. And man, that really sucks, honestly. I know it's tough playing the cruiser, but at the same time, if you're not dodging, like, I mean, I don't know what the hell you expect to have happen. No, I mean, even as a battleship, you know, you gotta throw that rudder around a bit to try to make sure that you're always at an angle. And if a battleship can do it, holy shit, a cruiser with half the rudder shift time and greater speed can certainly do it. Certainly nailed the hell out of that Cleveland there too, who again just continued onward in a straight line because most likely he's just zoomed in, focusing on me, waiting for each of these guns to reload and so on and so forth. This is actually what I was talking about too, about I didn't want to sit back and give them the opportunity to get into the match. And this other guy on my team, I knew what he was saying, I just disagreed with it at this particular moment where I wanted to push southward and help. I didn't want our destroyer that's right ahead of me here, I didn't want him to get screwed and find himself sunk by ships that turned around and came in after him. So I wanted to keep them on the retreat and push them away and have us move closer into that cap, you know, and just try to be aggressive. It did almost cost me my ship, very close, but had a number of good salvos. I did some really good damage against there in New Mexico, but I don't know why I shot that actually. It's pretty much a goner. But that was the last match before I got to rank 10, and that's irrevocable, so you can't lose and lose rank anymore. So you're once you're at 10, you know, you're good. And I switched up to the Imagi. Yikes. Wow. I did not expect that. So sorry, dude. But I'll say that I've had some serious trials and tribulations. I'm averaging currently with 20 matches in the Imagi 115,000 damage in ranked, 113,000 damage in 6 matches with the Turpits. My win percentage though is only 52, and it's 1 step forward, 3 steps back. I had 16 games tonight that I ended up 8-8. I won the last 5 just to break even again, and that was a 209,000 damage match on Ocean. And I've been trying so damn hard to make things happen, and it's fucking hard as hell, man. I don't know if everybody else is having problems like this, but either way, it's like I'm enjoying the challenge, but you know, it's more of a way of me trying to figure out how I can be more consistent, because I know it's not my fault that we're losing all the time. And you know, I'm not trying to be elitist or anything, but when you earn high caliber 3 out of 4 matches over the course of nearly 50 matches, you're pulling your weight, you know, and it's just luck of the draw. So I'm trying to focus on making myself more consistent, because I figure if I'm that way, then I'm gonna go ahead and be able to advance. But there's a lot more footage coming up for sure tomorrow. Oh my god, I've got a lot of recording to do. But either way, thanks for watching, and if you see me out there, please don't shoot me. Please just stop. I'll see you here next time, guys. Take care.